What is mixed voice? You might have experienced this. When you try to reach higher notes, your voice suddenly flips or turns into a shout on certain notes. That area is called passaggio in Italian, which means passage in English. And this is exactly why we need to understand mixed voice. So, how do singers move through this area smoothly without flipping or shouting? To understand that, we first need to understand the difference between chest voice and head voice. Chest voice feels more speech-like and direct, similar to calling out, "Hey!" to someone far away. Technically, the vocal folds tends to be thicker and the airflow is more controlled. Most singers feel the vibration in their chest, which is why we call it chest voice. Head voice feels lighter and more lift, like "woohoo" when you're excited. Technically, the vocal folds tends to be thinner and the airflow flows more freely. Most singers feel the vibration somewhere in their head, which is why we call it head voice. Now, I'll explain 4 common vocal tendencies. I don't wanna bore you with it. If a singer starts with a voice that is too thin and breathy and moves up towards the passage, the sound tends to flip into head voice or break into falsetto, and it often sounds weak or unstable. In terms of balance, this is a head dominant sound. I don't wanna bore you with it. This tendency starts with a balanced chest voice, but flips into head voice or breaks into falsetto when passing through the passage. The gap between the two registers happens because the sound is too thick below the passage and too thin above it. I don't wanna bore you with it. This tendency starts with a balanced chest voice and can pass through the passage without flipping. However, the sound is too thick and uses too much muscle, which restricts airflow at the top. This is a chest dominant sound. I don't wanna bore you with it. This is beautifully connected from the bottom to the top without strain or pitch instability. It also allows for vibrato and dynamic control. Singing in mixed voice means the balance between chest and head voice is not too extreme and is balanced. So, how do we develop mixed voice? Every singer has a different instrument, so the first step is to find your specific issue. For example, if you're singing with a light chest, you need to thicken it up and regulate excessive airflow in your lower range. If your voice tends to flip in the middle, your goal is to smooth out your middle range and make it more stable. If you are a weighty singer, you need to thin it out and increase the airflow at the top. I'll be sharing exercises for each tendency in future videos, so make sure to follow and stay tuned. If you're interested in voice lessons in Seoul or online, you can book a trial lesson at vocalcoachjason.com. I hope to see you soon.